what to do if influenza hits your house. So I have a little assistant here. Say hi. Say hi. No? Okay. All right. So influenza or flu or influenza B is a prevalent illness right now in the community. And as much as you want to try to prevent it, as much as even my family has attempted to prevent it, sometimes things happen and influenza strikes the house. So that has been kind of the case here. My daughter has come home. It's been a few days now with influenza and flu-like symptoms. So I wanted to talk to you about some of the remedies we've been using to help boost her immune system and our family immune system to prevent other children and the grown-ups here from getting really bad flu. So the very first thing when she came home with symptoms, it was kind of a prodrome where she was complaining of a stomach ache and a headache. That's typically how she presents with an illness. And then I started hearing kind of this dry little cough. And I knew right there that she was probably coming down with something. So for her, the first thing I did was both homeopathic and herbs. So the homeopathic that I used was Acylococcinum. That's right here, Acylococcinum homeopathic. What we did was give her about 1/3 of a container, probably every hour that first night, and then easily 1/3 of a container every waking 1 to 2 hours. This little munchkin is actually signing more. She wants more Acylococcinum because we've been giving it to her too as prevention. So we started with that. There's actually research that both Acylococcinum and this herb, where are we here? This herb, elderberry, can reduce the flu virus by several days. So we gave her elderberry right away too. So this is tincture elderberries. A lot of times you see elderberry as a syrup. I actually like this as a tincture because there's less sweetener in it. It's a glycerate-based tincture, so it's a straight elderberry extract of 828 milligrams in a 0.7 milliliter serving. So we were pretty consistent with this to giving it multiple times a day to her and then to the entire family, because we knew that we were being exposed to the virus with her. And we have an infant and a younger daughter and then us. So we were doing our best to keep everybody healthy. Next, then, we also, the rest of the family took homeopathic Influenzinum. That's right here, 200C. And you're probably kind of read this backwards, so I apologize with this kind of selfie mode here in videos. But homeopathic Influenzinum, ideally you should be taking this a few capsules. It can act as like a prophylactic to boost your immune system, to help minimize or prevent influenza, but also if you've been exposed to influenza, it's been a long day, you can start also taking this, a few pellets, just once or twice a day. So then the other thing too is keeping an eye on my daughter with her symptoms, and there's a few remedies, homeopathic remedies that fit her homeopathic or her kind of symptom picture. One of them was gelsenium. And if you're a fan of homeopathic and you follow, it's called Dr. Paul Hirsch's Remedies of the Season, he talks about gelsenium being really, really important for boosting the immune system and recovering from illness quick, or kind of help avoid all the additional symptoms that come with a flu virus that is going on right now. The other one for her that fit for a while was homeopathic eupatorium, if I said that correctly. She just really had this really deep flu for a day, and she felt really like really off, you know, that terrible feeling when you just feel like that deep, terrible pain. And that really seemed to turn things around for her. I also used some other homeopathics and kind of followed her case. That's something that a naturopathic doctor or homeopathic doctor might say in a certain type of condition, that they followed the person's case and applied remedies based on the symptom picture. So there was other remedies that came in and out, such as arsenicum album, nux vomica, chamomilla, just depending on her symptoms. But she's 3 days in, and today was her best day. And I have to really say it was a combination of lots of liquids, lots of rest, really appropriate use of elderberry and homeopathics, and really staying on top of it. Sorry, this little monkey is just bouncing all over the place. But really staying on top of things. Are you going to say hi now? Say hi? No, nothing? All right, back to what I was saying. Really staying on top of things. And that's the idea, is that if you can really stay on top of things and keep the symptoms at bay, recovery can be faster. That's some of the research with elderberry, is that it can reduce the flu and the recovery time somewhat similar to elderberry. So elderberry is somewhat similar to Tamiflu. And the same with the Oscillococcinum. There's research that if you take it initially upon the first flu-like symptoms, that it can reduce the symptoms of influenza by multiple days. So we really saw a turnaround today. Like I said, the other things we did was lots of water, making sure she rests. We really focus on use of vitamin D here to boost our immune system. I'm a fan of vitamin A, especially if there is exposure to an illness. Vitamin C, kind of increasing the amount of vitamins overall as antioxidants, and to balance and initiate the immune system. But, you know, sometimes the flu hits your house. A few other things that have been really helpful is I really like this bronchial wellness. That's from Gaia Herbs. This is really good if there's kind of a cough or, excuse me, bad respiratory infection. They also have one in children's dosing bronchial wellness. It has different types of essential oils in it that are different than the adult one. Then I also really liked, and I think this is really helpful for because I was exposed and my family is exposed to the flu, starting the Byron White ASF remedy, once again in prevention. So right now, like I said, we're on day 3. The incubation time for exposure of influenza is usually 1 to 4 days. So my goal and hope is that also by taking these remedies myself, that the rest of our family either will not get the same symptoms of influenza or very minimal symptoms. The interesting thing is the way elderberry works is the virus of influenza. It's kind of a lock and key mechanism, if you can think of it that way. So our cells in our body hold the lock, and influenza virus has a key that can initiate replication into the cells. So what elderberry does, based on the research, is block that activation of viral replication in the cells. So it actually inhibits the virus from entering the cells and replicating and causing symptoms. So it's pretty cool. And I don't know, I just really hope that the rest of us can stay healthy. And it sounds like our daughter is making progress. Her appetite's back. It's been a really rough bug this year, so just glad that we're getting through it. So if this is something that's helpful for you, that's fantastic. Please reach out to me if you have questions. For people that work with me, we can access some of these immune boosting supports through FullScript, or we can specialty order it. So let me know. Give us a call, contact us, or email us to the portal if you work with us already. And I hope you are well. Be healthy. It's always best to practice prevention, but if influenza hits your house, I wanted to give you some strategies on things to do. Take care. Have a good night. I'm going to say bye-bye. You finally getting tired? Say bye-bye. Nothing? Okay. Good night.